Hey there, folks. It's Jimmy Stewart here, hoping this is finding you all doing well. Well, in today's video, wow, it's the holidays and winter just creeped up here very, very quickly. And it seems like it went from a nice summerish fall to a very cold winter almost overnight. Hey, happy belated Merry Christmas to everyone, and of course, a very happy, healthy 2025. Happy New Year's as we crawl into 2025 here. We're a couple of days in now. And guess what? It's an empty guitar stand. All you folks that have watched the channel understand what that means. You can sing it with me, folks. Come on now. It is
New Guitar Day.
Yes. New Guitar Day. So let's go to the B-roll and see what gets sent here to the studio for 2025. A brand new Guitar Day as we go into a brand new year. Let's check it out. Hey there, folks. It's B-roll time to see what we've got new to the studio here in 2025. It's our first New Guitar Day. And of course, sponsored by our good friends at Firebird Music and Firefly Guitars. There it is. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's take a look, folks. Here we go. Ooh. New Guitar Day here in the studio. Brand new for 2025. All right, let's get this into the studio and get some measurements. And we'll do all that and do some sound checks. Mr. Odin, what are you doing in there? What are you doing in there? Is it New Guitar Day? Is it New Guitar Day? Yes, it is. Where'd the guitar go? Say happy 2025, everyone. Odin, happy 2025. Happy New Year's. Odin. Happy New Year, buddy. Well, I hope you liked the B-roll. Odin says happy 2025 to everyone. And of course, the guitar we're talking about now is this guy right here. Yes, it is the new FFLPS from the good folks at Firefly Guitars. And this is their relic model. This is a heavy relic FFLPS. The matte black with the heavy relicing on this. I think it's cool. Now, the haters are all going to say, Jimmy, what in God's name would you want to get a guitar that looks like it got dragged from your car for a week or two? When I buy a new guitar, I want it to be nice and shiny. Hey, I totally get it. I was not a fan of relics initially. You know, I kind of thought the same kind of thing. But then I started thinking, you know, it's really just another finish option. And honestly, the finish on the relics that I've been getting from Firefly have felt really good. They feel good in your hand. And, you know, maybe it's the vibe, I'm not sure. But the heavy relic on this one is actually kind of cool. You got your gold hardware, your Nico 5 humbuckers here as a standard. You know, you get your carved top. It's a standard LP style guitar with a beat up finish. It's got your matte black finish on here that's been worn down. You can actually feel it. It feels good. Of course, you get your double bindings because this is an elite model from Firefly. Mahogany body and neck, set neck, rosewood fretboard, stainless steel, ball end frets, bone nut, binding that goes all the way up through the headstock on the elite models. And of course, wow, you know, this is nice. It feels good. There's no slick spots on it. Honestly, I think they did a nice job. Again, if you don't like relics, you're not going to like it. Move on down the road. I get it, you know, not everybody's cup of tea. But honestly, this is on sale right now, on a holiday sale on www.guitarsgarden.com. That's guitars with an S, garden.com. Check it out. I think it's like $179 and then your shipping. So you're getting this guitar at that $200 mark. Really, really hard to beat, folks, with the way these are spec'd out today. So check them out on www.guitarsgarden.com. Okay, so let's do some sound check. Well, before we do some sound checks on here, I did do the up close and personal. I did that out in the pool room out there. So let's take a look at that. You can get a good close look at this guitar and some of the measurements, and we'll come back and do some tone checks. Okay, let's do that. Okay, folks, so here's the up close and personal on the new 2025, just arrived here in the studio. FFLP, although they now call them the FFLPS. This is the black, kind of a matte black. It's a matte black relic from the good folks at Firefly Guitars. Now, I know all the haters are going to say, oh my God, who wants a guitar that looks like it was dragged back behind the bumper of a car for the couple of weeks? But honestly, folks, this is a heavy relic, and it's actually pretty cool. So I'm going to leave it at that. You like them or you don't. But the heavy relic on this one with the gold hardware, of course, this is the elite model of the FFLPS. And of course, you got your two-pneumatic bridge, your stop tailpiece, a set of Nico 5 gold hardware humbucker pickups, volume and tone, standard like you would find on a LP style guitar. Carved top, of course. These are mahogany bodies and mahogany necks. Of course, the elite version, you've got binding on both front and back, multiple binding here, as you can see. Now this has got like a matte finish on it. Again, the matte finish of the black. And you can actually feel the wood texture here. It's actually pretty cool. I like it. And your 3-way switch up on the bout. Standard 24/75 scale, as a Gibson LP would be. Rosewood fretboard with your mother of pearl style fretboard markers. Again, a rosewood fretboard. This is a set neck, obviously, and the markers go down to your first fret again, like most of the elite models from Firefly do. And of course, your binding extends through the headstock with your gold hardware and tuning keys up above, bone nut. This does have the stainless steel ball end frets. Just really, really nice. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this around so you can see the back side of the body of this. See, it's pretty beat up, relic as they say. Again, this is a heavy relic, so you control cavities here. Your set neck. The wear in through here on the neck, and again, it feels very nice. The neck is a, I believe, a C shape. It is, you know, think 60s LP, slim. It's not a 50s baseball bat style neck. There's your tuners there, and I think Firefly continues to use the Jinho tuners, which are basically Wilkinson tuners out of Korea, and they're usually quite good. You can see the binding along the back of this. So binding along the front and back. Again, multiple binding. There it is. Of course, we'll take this in. I'll do some measurements, as I always do. And we'll take it in and give it a ride. Do some tone checks. But there we have it, folks. The first review of Firefly for 2025 here in the studio. Again, my thanks to George and everyone at Firefly Guitars for sponsoring our first video for 2025. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the up close and personal. Again, the guitar was received on New Year's Eve, and I just today took it out of the box. So it's only been out of the box about an hour, hour and a half. I gave it a quick tune up here, and let's see what this thing sounds like. We'll do some tone checks, as we always do here in the studio. I've been using my Monoprice 15-watt stage right amp here with a Monoprice extension cabinet that is a V30 cabinet with a the vintage 30 Celestion speaker in it, the single 12. Okay, and of course I run everything. I got my Hotone and Pero down here with some patches, and I'll do some clean and some distorted and things like that. And just to give you a general idea of how the guitar sounds in the studio, again, without a bunch of processing, okay? Just my mic, that mic. We'll continue to do that as we press through 2025. That's how we do things here. No DAW, no processing stereo and all that kind of good stuff. We'll just let it go, okay? Just how I would hear it here in the studio, hopefully is how you're gonna hear it, you know, considering the compression and all that kind of stuff for putting stuff on YouTube. We try to make it as best we can. All right, so here we go. I'm in the middle position here, and I've got the volume and tones right around the 5-6 mark. Again, I don't want too loud in here. Clean patch. I'm going to go down to the bridge pickup here. Wow, that sounds great. And then up to the neck pickup. I think it sounds pretty good. Again, that is a clean patch. That sounds very nice for a Les Paul style, especially the humbuckers, I think, are actually pretty articulate on this particular model. I like the sound. I'll show you the measurements of the neck that I did on here. Again, it's not a big fat 50s type neck. Think more of a Gibson's slim neck, as I'll show you the measurements I did at the nut, the measurements that I did at the 12th fret, and of course the radius on this. This, I think, fit my 16 radius slaughter probably the best. I saw a little bit of daylight with the 14. Of course, it was nowhere near a 12. And of course, I had a bit of arch flatting on a 20, so the 16 fit the best on this, and I think that's pretty close to what it is. I like it. Let's give it a little bit of beef. Sounds pretty good. I like the guitar. I like the way it plays and feels. The neck feels very, very nice on this, folks. Right out, again, this is right out of the box. All I did was simply tune it up and play it, okay? So the setup on this feels really, really good. It feels nice. I don't think I'll have to do any adjustment to the setup at all. It's right in that ballpark for me. I'm thinking 125 to 150, but let's double check here. On the 12th fret, my eyes are getting old. Oh yeah, so we're at 1.50 on the low E and 1.25 on the high E. So right where I like to really have it. And so the setup is very, very nice. There's absolutely no issues with the fretboard. The stainless steel ball-end frets that Firefly has been doing recently on most of their guitars are just really, really nice. I mean, it's a nice feature that you don't find on a lot of the budget brand style guitars. And, you know, Firefly has been doing this now for over a year, putting them on just about every guitar they put out, at least at this point. So really nice job on that. Again, I understand that some people don't like relics. You know, when they buy a new guitar, they want it shiny and new, and they don't want any scratches and no dents and all that kind of good stuff. And I get it. Normally, I would say the exact same thing, except I think this is my third or maybe the fourth relic that I've picked up from Firefly. And honestly, the heavy relics have felt very, very nice. The way they've done them, you know, yeah, some could say they've gone overboard with the heavy relic. You know, a lot of people like relics, but they want a light relic. You know, the heavy relics can be, you know, extreme, but I like it. I think it looks fine and it feels really, really good. You know, the hardware itself has not been potted or pitted, so the hardware looks new. And then the guitar looks beat up. So, you know, I get it. You know, you go up to the headstock here on this one, and again, I think I showed you in the up close and personal. You've got some dents and some cuts and some bruises, you know, to make it look like a relic, you know. Of course, you got it on the sides and what have you. But I think they do a nice job on these, and the feel of these is really, really nice. Now, the weight on this guitar, again, Les Pauls tend to be heavy. This one's right at that 8-pound mark. So, you know, it feels comfortable, feels good. I appreciate that. You've got your double bindings up and down the neck. You've got your bindings on both back and front, multiple binding, of course, up through your headstock. It's just a really, really nicely made guitar. And right now at $179 plus shipping for the guys here in the lower 48 of the U.S., very tough to find anything to beat that, honestly, folks. So check them out. That's what we're going to do today. Hey, it's 2025. Thank you so much. We'll continue to pound through this coming year here on the channel. I really do appreciate everybody that has joined up and has subscribed to the channel. If you're new and you have not had the chance to subscribe, hey, I would suggest, that's right, come on over to the good side. Would love to have you on board. All right, folks. Hey, until next time, it's Jimmy Stewart saying so long. Take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Be kind to each other. And we'll talk to you all again very, very soon. All right? Bye-bye for now.